Pour the roast, let's talk about the day. Laughing even if it goes astray.
Welcome to?
Well, I thought it was funny!
Good morning, folks. Barely. The time is 11:36 a.m. Mountain Standard Time on the 6th of March, 2026. And, of course, that means it must be the 7th of March for my time-traveling friends on the other side of the planet. Those folks in Australia. Big hello to everybody around the world, but a gigantic hello for that city with the most group members worldwide. And what's that city's name? That city is Melbourne, Australia. Well, Melbourne to some people, but I've been corrected. It is Melbourne, Australia. So cheers to everyone, though, folks. Not just the folks in Melbourne. Every single one of you. Hope you're all doing fantastic today. My name's Lee. I'm the guy who started this group, actually this community, because there's two groups. And you folks are you, and you folks are freaking awesome. And how do I know that? Well, I mean, as for me being me, well, I'm just going to claim that. I mean, who else would want to be me anyways, right? As for you being you and you being awesome, well, let's go with the awesome part. This community of ours was not freaking awesome until you got here, and it's freaking awesome now. And as for you being you, well, if I was freaking awesome, I wouldn't want to be anyone else. Maybe it's an assumption. I'm sorry, I know what they say about assumptions, but it's a pretty safe one, folks. So cheers to being you, and cheers to being awesome, my friends. Speaking of awesome, like as I said, there's two groups. Together, we're sitting at about 900 and, I think it's about like 913,000 members. More people than a lot of cities have population, right? That's another thing I like to say, because I repeat myself a lot anyways. I call us the funniest city on the internet. Population us. Funny people in a funny place, making people laugh. I'm going to drink to that too. Cheers. Anyways, let's get things rolling. I said it is very late. And why am I late? Well, I'm just tired. And why am I tired? I don't know. I mean, I did work a game last night. I worked a hockey game. The Ottawa Senators were in town against our Calgary Flames. Unfortunately, the Senators won. It was a 4-1 loss for the Flames. Now, there are some benefits to losing for the Calgary Flames. I'm not going to go over those here. I'm not a sports announcer, else I would have started this. In sports, the Calgary Flames hosted the Ottawa Senators. But I didn't start it like that, did I? But it's all got to do with draft picks. So that's just something. And then it's an interesting time right now. The draft deadline, this is when teams can just draft players left and right or whatever. I don't know exactly how it works. But that deadline is today. So we might see some movement there. We don't know if we're going to see any more movement on the Flame side. But anyways, I'm just trying to divert from the fact that we lost last night. But you know what? It was an interesting game. We had our number 2 goalie, who wears number 1 on his jersey. Devin Cooley, he was in goal last night. And despite that 4-1 loss, those numbers are deceiving. He played an amazing game. He really did. He's really entertaining goalie to watch. He's really good. The Flames are blessed with good goalies, so that's not an issue that they have. But anyways, in that sense, it was an entertaining game. It's always sad to see your team lose. But still, you know what? I have like the greatest job in the world. I get to make sure that people that come to the Scotiabank Saddledome here in Calgary have a great time, and I like doing that. And at the same time, I get to see some great hockey, some concerts, lacrosse. It's just, it's a great place to work. It's fun. I don't think any one of my bosses are watching or anything like that. I'm just letting you know, folks, that that's what I do, and I'm letting you know about me. Because you know why? Because I'm going to ask about you in a few moments too, right? So that's why. So think about it. Think about your answer. So that's what I did last night. I got home. I get home about just before 11 last night, 11 p.m. And I can't go to bed right away when I get home from work. It's just got to unwind a little bit. So I got to bed a little late, woke up a little late, and I've just been dragging my butt. So that's why, that's why I'm a little tired and a little late today. So I do apologize, folks, for that. But that's what I was doing. As for hockey, I'll be working another game tomorrow. That'll be Sunday for our folks on the other side of the planet in Melvin. I'll be working the Carolina Hurricanes versus the Calgary Flames. That should be a good game. Looking forward to that. Like I said, I like my job. So that's what I'm doing tomorrow. That's what I did yesterday, hockey related. Today, I don't work today. And Currently, I've got some laundry going. You might hear that in the background. Hopefully, you don't. Got some laundry going, and pretty exciting. I know. I know. Very exciting. After that, of course, no real plans. I might go check out a place called Rough Cut Video here in town. It's actually a video store where they sell DVDs, Blu-rays, well, mostly Blu-rays and 4Ks, but they do have DVDs. They even have VHS and Laserdisc there. It's a really cool shop called Rough Cut. I think I just said that. I might go check that out. I've got nothing on my list that I need to purchase. I really shouldn't be spending money anyways, but something I'm thinking about possibly doing. And that's about it, you know. What's going on in your life? I'd really like to hear a little bit about you. I'm interested. I really am, and I think other people might be interested too. You know, we're already the funniest city on the internet. Maybe we can make it the friendliest city on the internet by getting to know each other a little bit. And how do we do that? Well, I'm not sure if I got the answer, but I'm going to try by maybe featuring one or two of you folks. So please, come on. Love to hear from you folks. And you know, I put out that pet challenge. The triple dog, triple cat, triple dog, triple hog, triple frog, triple, fish, triple rock, whatever it might be, whatever you consider your pet. What do I want? I would love to see photos of your pets, videos of your pets, photos you can attach right as a comment on these videos, or photos and videos you can send by email to admin@willithoughtitwasfunny.com. Either way, you get them to me. I'd want to see them. I want to feature them here. I love animals, my friends. I really do. Speaking of that, our friend Rose Glad, who shares a lot of great stuff with us, she shared photos. She shared a photo of her grand dogs. I love their names, Pinto Bean and Butter Bean. They live about 3 miles from her with her daughter and her son-in-law. And just look at these handsome, beautiful pooches. Not only are they great looking dogs, this is a fantastic photo too. The lighting is awesome on it. Doesn't it doesn't hurt that they're very photogenic, right? So fantastic. Thank you, Rose. Rose shares a lot of great stuff with us. Hey, Rose, I'm just gonna throw it out there, and I'm just giving you a hard time, and I'm sorry. How's that blanket coming? It looks like last time we saw it, it was looking fantastic. Just thought I would just see what's going on there. Folks, if I'm going to triple dog, triple cat, triple hog, triple fish, triple whatever, dare you to show your pets off, I'm going to do the same. I got some video of me giving my buddy Morrison some head scratches, and I think this is pretty cute. He's such a handsome boy. Here he is. What a good boy. If I'm going to challenge you, I might as well challenge myself, right? Well, I'm challenged enough as it is. That's our buddy Morrison, and we've got another beautiful cat, Thatcher. I'll throw a picture of Thatcher up right now. She's a sweetheart. She's just sleeping in the other room right now, actually. She's a daddy's girl. She's always glommed onto me when she's up and I'm home. So I'm surprised she's not by my feet right now, but I said she's just sleeping in the room. So come on, folks, let's see your pets. Please, please, let's see your pets. Drop them in the comments or send them to admin@willithoughtitwasfunny.com, and I'll definitely feature them. Absolutely. I love animals. That's the challenge, folks. Please and thank you. All right, why don't we get to our featured posts? Got some great featured posts today. I got featured posts from Jeff Turner. I got one from Melissa Rinderneck. I've got one from Michelle Finnerty, and I've got another one from Phil Mears, in that order. I don't know why I'm talking like this. Part of that being tired, probably. All right, so we're going to start off with Jeff Turner's post. These all just made me laugh this morning, and that's how they get featured. Laughing right now. I don't have to explain these, even though I do sometimes. I apologize for that, my friends. Apparently I like to hear myself talk, like now. All right, thanks, Jeff. That's awesome. Next one's from Melissa Rinderneck. I love this image, right? I think this is awesome to whoever these guys are that are doing this. More power to you guys. Absolutely more power to you. But I think it's funny at the same time in reference to this meme. All right, next one is from Michelle Finnerty. How true. Is this for you? Wendy and I went and saw, um, I think it was Bugs Bunny with the Calgary Philharmonic Orchestra. It wasn't just Bugs; it was just, Looney Tunes with the Philharmonic Orchestra here in Calgary, and it was fantastic, absolutely fantastic. And what they did is they played along with these pieces. They didn't add to. Well, I mean, they played their own way. They had the music that would be in it, and a lot of them use real classical music. I just said I wasn't going to explain memes, right? And here I am. I'm sorry. All right. Hope you enjoyed that. Thank you, Michelle. And then we have one here from Mr. Phil Mears. I'm just going to shut up. Thank you, Phil. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Melissa. And thank you, Jeff. And folks, thank you to you for making us that funniest city on the internet. You know, we have about, what I would say, like 900, just say 900,000 plus members, right? And that's awesome, as it is incredible, you know. But we have over, well, I won't say over, we have on average about 1,500,000 people just visit the group looking for something funny. And that's because the place is already funny, and it's funny because of you folks. So you folks, I hope you're proud of the fact that you're making so many people laugh, because I am. I'm not proud of me. I'm proud of you folks for making so many people laugh. So, you know, cheers to that. I mean, cheers to you for making us, once again, the funniest city on the internet. And with all that, I think you know what time it is. It's time for some bad jokes. Show me Stalin's grave and I'll show you a communist plot. I know a guy who used to be addicted to Tide Pods. He's clean now. I used to work for a blanket company until it folded. You know, not all construction work is equally enjoyable. For example, enlarging a drilled hole, that's boring. But fastening two pieces of metal together, that, my friend, is riveting. It's always a bad idea to iron your four-leaf clover. You should never press your luck. I sure hope one of those made you at least smile, maybe grin, maybe laugh a little bit. That's the whole point of this, my friends. And I do have to thank some people for today's jokes. I gotta thank my buddy Dave Knapp for the first 3 jokes, and then I gotta thank my beautiful, wonderful wife Wendy for the last 2 jokes. And folks, I would love to tell your jokes too. Why not leave your jokes as a comment on today's video, or send them to me via email at jokes@wellithoughitwasfunny.com. I want to tell your jokes, folks. Friends, I am here 4 days a week with a fresh batch of these jokes for you. If they're making you laugh, grin, or anything like that, and you'd like to show your appreciation, why not consider dropping a couple of bucks in our tip jar at donate.wellithoughitwasfunny.com. For $2 Canadian, you can keep the lights on here, keep the joke rolling, and maybe help us keep that cow fed. We don't have a cow, but maybe we'll get one someday. Folks, any little bit's appreciative, but the biggest thing is I want you to keep laughing.
Want to help us out and look good at the same time? Head over to store.wellithoughitwasfunny.com, where we've got t-shirts, hoodies, 3/4 sleeve rock shirts. We got coffee cups. We've got to-go cups. We've got stickers. Check it out today, folks. That's store.wellithoughitwasfunny.com.
You know what would also be awesome? Why don't you send in a recording of you telling a joke? That's right, audio or video. You can send that to jokes@wellithoughitwasfunny.com by email. I would love it. I would absolutely love to have you tell your joke in one of our videos. So think about that. Jokes@wellithoughitwasfunny.com, please. And folks, I want to say thank you again for making us the funniest city on the internet. I want to say thank you for, well, thanks for making so many people laugh. It just makes me feel so good when I see how many people are coming here every day to find something funny, right? And how many of you are coming here every day to share something funny. It's just a good feeling. So thank you. You rock. Absolutely mean that. I mean that very much. I'm so proud of what we've created here, my friends. So I just want to say thank you, folks. You folks absolutely rock. I'm going to be back here again in a couple of days. That's right. It'll be Sunday here. And of course, it'll be Monday for our folks in Sydney. And of course, Melvin. And all over down under. Folks, hopefully you're here too. Keep laughing.
Well, I thought it was funny.
Well, I think it was funny.
Well, I thought 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 it was funny.